Hello everyone, my name is you, and that is the only unusual thing about my life. And welcome to chapter 3.
The alarm went off.
Good start to any
He
morning.
faced a new day with weakness in his legs and a throbbing headache.
Did you drink last night?
All night long, he had been haunted by a painfully familiar nightmare.
Okay.
However, when he woke up, all tangible images dissolved, leaving only a nasty precipitate.
Well, that sucks. I wish this would go away.
His body led him to the kitchen in search of caffeine.
I love how this thing words things.
Despite the early hours, he found his boss there.
In the kit. Well, I mean, I guess it was established yesterday that it was his father, so.
How are you feeling? You heard the question, but ignored it because of his sleepy state.
Well,
How difficult is it to answer? He was pleased to hear the words of concern, even coming that way.
oh, well, I mean, anything, I guess.
I'm sorry, Father.
Yeah, this was determined last time.
A cup in Yu's hand inevitably filled with bloody coffee.
Bloody coffee?
You look like shit.
Well, gee, thanks. Makes me feel good. Right there, Father. Thank you. Yeah, see. Thanks.
I do not want to lose my last son, even someone like you.
But boy, but man, listen. Are you sure you're a good father? I'm not sure if you are.
His father had his old wool suit on and was about to leave for work. You do not have to go to the office today. Get some rest.
Oh, well, that's nice. Thanks. I'll do what I'm told. The rest.
Okay, I will try. Yu went to his room and sat down at his desk. He took a pen and then remembered that he left his diary at work.
Well, hell.
Yu took some letters out of the drawer, which had not been sent for some reason. He took one of the letters and added a few lines to it.
Did, huh?
Remember when grandfather made me listen to a rhythmic beat in the air? It is the heartbeat of a gigantic whale who swallowed our universe. And I believed. What about you? You said it was just train wheels wobbling. So I decided that the whale had died a long time ago, which was better than it being just a fantasy. Do you understand? Asking you this is easy on paper, because you will not answer me.
What?
Adding those lines, he felt he had completed something important and allowed himself to take a nap.
Oh, that's nice.
Once he dozed off, he heard a knock on the door.
Let's go.
Any unexpected knock on the door or telephone call would evoke severe paranoia in you, because the knock on your door is louder and more alarming than on any other door.
Well,
In a moment, there was rustling of envelopes slipping into the mail slot of the front door.
let's see what with that one.
Once he got up, his sleepiness was gone. Sorting out a stack of utility bills, you found a letter addressed to him.
Another one.
It was a letter from the sanatorium where he had undergone treatment that summer.
That place. Never mind. I don't want to make presumptions.
Dear Mr. Yu, I am afraid I have to inform you that you were misdiagnosed due to a serious mistake on my part. Your disease has a closed form, and the possibility of airborne or droplet transmission is excluded. To put your heart at ease, you can follow the precautions recommended to you earlier. However, I assure you that your disease is only focused on you. Accept my sincerest apologies. Your attending physician, K.
What? What?
It would mean little to a healthy person,
Would it now?
but to you, the news turned everything upside down.
Okay.
The disease got quiet.
What?
That time it did not try to get out, having used you as a disposable case. It was snugly snoozing.
What the hell?
You took a shower, washing away the fuss of the last days, and decided to go to work.
I mean, okay.
You did not tell anyone about this, but I am going to tell you confidentially.
Are you?
He believed that the disease manifested itself most fiercely when he went to bed.
Ah.
That was why you did not like sleep. His night fantasies became crazier with time. Every dream seemed to him a step closer to insanity.
Jesus. One, huh. I don't know what to say about that.
In order to control himself, he regularly looked at his hands and at the clock hands.
Didn't he say he had crosses on his hands or something like that? I can understand the hands at the clock, though.
He walked out of the door and noticed a stranger near the opposite house.
Ah.
The
Strangers.
stranger
Perfect.
was an identical copy of you, as if his long-lost twin. You froze and watched him.
Yeah, yeah.
The door was half open, and he saw a pretty girl and a little boy, probably the same age as the kid, behind it. The newly appeared copy of you smiled, said goodbye to his family, and disappeared.
Okay. Spy on a double.
You decided to follow the imposter.
Yeah.
He was filled with excitement and almost childish curiosity. He used assiduous attempts not to give himself away were unwarranted.
What?
His double had no intention of turning around.
Oh, I see what you mean.
The pavement, the slums, the sound of the heartbeat of a whale. A straight path led them to the railway station. Suddenly, the second you turned back in the direction of the original, but the latter went unnoticed. The station was unusually empty. The double went to the counter and bought a ticket. You, without much hesitation, waited for a convenient moment and went up to the same window. Like the same ticket, the same time. A heavy, apathetic cashier automatically held out the requested ticket without batting an eye.
Thank you.
The ticket said 8 o'clock. The train was about to arrive. The double sat on a bench near the right track. You stayed at a distance, keeping an eye on him. He was so excited that the illness fell into the background. The train rattled in the distance. The double got up and walked to the edge of the platform. You came close to him, forgetting about precautions. Yes, he had decided to start a conversation. He was going to do it in the car, so that the double could not escape.
Ooh, that reminds me of like a movie from the 50s.
Before you realized what was happening, the double threw himself under the moving train.
Huh.
You choked from horror. His feet seemed glued to the platform. Everything around him froze. In a moment, hysterical screams of eyewitnesses pierced the fur. How come
Damn
he
it.
had not noticed them before?
It was unusually empty.
Somebody was killed!
Somebody was. Yeah.
He pushed him!
No, I didn't.
Get him!
No, I'm good. Leave. Time to leave.
Reynolds squeezed out the last drops of sanity.
Oh no.
Silhouettes, impregnated with human justice, surrounded you. Is this the end?
No.
The alarm went off.
Oh my god, you son of a.
You faced a new day, with weakness in his legs and a throbbing headache.
Oh. So that was the nightmare.
All night long, he had been haunted by a painfully familiar nightmare.
That's interesting.
However, when he woke up, all tangible images dissolved, leaving only a nasty precipitate.
Nope, that's staying in my head forever. Yep.
His body led him to the kitchen in search of caffeine. Despite the early hours, he found his boss there.
I find it weird that you thinks of his father more as his boss than his father. The only one who feels that way.
How are you feeling? You heard the question, but ignored it because of his sleepy state. How difficult is it to answer? He was pleased to hear the words of concern, even coming that way. I'm sorry, Father. A cup in Hugh's hand inevitably filled with bloody coffee.
Jesus Christ, that bloody.
You look like shit.
Yeah, again, that's not something you say to someone who looks like shit.
I feel like it. I do not want to lose my last son, even someone like you.
Where's his mother in all this? Anybody else curious? I wonder how many chapters there are.
His father had his old wool suit on.
Well, we've heard all this.
You did not have to go to the office.
Yeah, we're gonna rest again.
Oh. You went to his... He took a pen. You took some... He took... Remember when grandfather made me listen to...
I'm gonna let this play out.
Air? It is the heartbeat of a gigantic whale who swallowed our universe. And I believed him. What about you? You said it was just train wheels wobbling. So I decided that the whale had died a long time ago, which was better than it being just a fantasy. Do you understand? Asking you this is easy on paper, because you will not answer me.
I feel like this is directed at his father. Either that or his mother, seeing as how he wanted to mail these out.
Adding those lines, he felt he had completed something important and allowed himself to take a nap. Once he dozed off, he heard a knock.
Okay, we're gonna go see
Because
gonna go read the thing again, because that seemed important.
Once he got up, his sleep. Sorting out a stack of utility bills, you found a letter addressed to him. It was,
Yeah, it was
dear Mr.
the sickness. Sickness sounds weird. I've never heard of anything like this before.
The disease.
That it caused nightmare?
At time it did not.
Ugly snoozing? Yeah, yeah.
You did not tell anyone about this. He believed that the disease manifested itself most fiercely when he went to bed. That was why his night fantasy, in order to control. You like to alter his route to work every now and then.
Oh.
He would walk through the park, or that patio, or the arch, by which he used to run so often. All that in order to somehow distinguish between days. Otherwise, everything merged into one endless stream.
Yeah, I can imagine so.
He remembered that it was the last working day before the holiday when he came up to the office door.
Might as well do work then.
Entering the office, you noticed that Frank was not there. He grinned at that maliciously for some reason.
Well, I mean, when somebody goes through your stuff, you'd wish they'd not be there. And when nobody going through my stuff.
A batch of documents on his table.
Huh.
Pinning his name tag on his jacket, you got to work.
Let's finish up. Might as well finish strong.
It did not take as much time on the last working day.
Mostly because I had went in a little late because I was feeling utter shit.
He easily sorted out insurance files and, like a clerical deity, decided the client's fate, deciding who was to receive money and who had mutilated himself for the purpose of deception.
I don't know why that made me laugh. I just love the way that's worded.
Having gone through most of the papers, he came across an extremely familiar storyline.
What it's about?
Insurance form, life insurance, Form 42, fractures, serious illness, and death. Insurance does not cover self-inflicted injuries, self-inflicted infection, or suicide.
Self-inflicted infection? The hell does that mean?
Date of insurance, March 29th. Date of death, April 5th. Insurance sum, 203,500 coins. Salary, 15,000 coins.
Huh.
The client was an insurance agent. Bought a train ticket, later to be found under its wheels. Witness testimonies varied. According to some testimonies, he was pushed down onto the track. According to the other, he stumbled. Since the gap between the date of insurance and the date of death was so small, there was a note in the file indicating a suspected suicide. All risks were borne by the office that makes the final decision.
Oh. So if you guys don't remember, which I'm sure you do, because like I said, it's gonna stick in my head for a while. That's the same incident in which he saw himself jump directly onto the train tracks under a chain and die. Don't know why about the ticket. Considering I actually know what happened, I'm gonna decline that.
You refused the insurance payout, figuring you had guessed the man's motives correctly.
I saw it.
What guided him when making such a decision?
You really gonna ask me that?
Did he evoke his sense of justice, arrogance, selfishness, or maybe envy?
Envy? No, I don't think. Well.
His desktop got empty. He completed his work earlier than planned.
Well, that's good. Good for you.
Yet, he was dissatisfied. He felt that he had missed something. Not knowing what to do with himself, he went to his boss's office.
Let's go.
He politely knocked a couple times on the door and appeared before his father.
Hello. Anything else to do? Well, might as well.
Is there anything else to do?
Dude sounds so bored with that.
If you have processed the final papers, then you need to fill out the statements. Yes, I have. Wait, has your holiday just started? Look at the time. It is the end of the workday. You can go. Like to help some more.
Well, I mean, at this point, I would go.
Look at you. You could use some help yourself. Maybe this will help. He mumbled to himself, picking up a folder with the statements and walking out.
Okay. So that seemed pretty. The chapter was really messed up. It was messed up, but the ending was quite normal. Oddly enough, I would have just left. Let's be honest here. If your boss tells you, your work's done, you can go, you're like, okay, bye. I mean, come on. I mean, I have stayed after and done extra work, but if your boss says you can go. And then I play me, or you play you, however you want to tell it. Okay. I think that's actually going to be it. We will... Actually, real quick.
Chapter 3.
Let's speed through this. Let's speed through this real quick. And see what that other option entails at the end. Like just going home.
His body led despite the earth. How are you feeling?
How am I feeling? I'm ready to go.
How difficult did he was? I'm sorry, Father. A cup in Yu's hand. You look like shit. You do not have to go.
Okay. Stay home and rest.
Okay.
This is really well written. I really like this.
He took a pen. He took one of the letters. Remember.
There's so much more to this. I know there is.
Because in a moment, there was... Once he got up, sorting... It was a letter from the sanatorium. Dear Miss... It would... But to you, the disease... That time... You took a shower. You did not... He believed that was what his night in order. You would walk all that. Entering the office, you noticed he found a new badge of pinning his name tag on his jacket. The work did not take as much. Having insurance form, native insurance sum. The client. What guided him when making such a decision? Did he vote? His test. Yet he was dissatisfied. He felt that he had missed something. Not knowing what, he politely knocked. Can I go? I have processed all the papers. Taking the question as insolence, his father glanced first at the calendar, then at the clock. You are dismissed.
Gee, thanks.
Not quite realizing what to do next, you paused to think. You can go. Picking up his things, you left the office. Was he really on holiday? As soon as he stepped over the threshold, he felt unwell.
Oh no.
His chest rattled like a moving train.
Oh no.
Just now lets me be free, so I can open my eyes and can be able to see. It seems that my headache just now lets me be free, so I can open my eyes and can be able to see. It seems that my headache just now lets me be free, so I can open my eyes and can be able to see. It seems that my headache just now lets me be free, so I can open
Stop. Okay. Okay. Well, to be honest, I don't really think there's anything left in this game for me to see. It started out telling me that we only had like 3 days, and I went through all 3 days. So I honestly don't think that. I think that's it. I would love to find out more about this disease and like this whole world that he lives in seems to be freaky. But for right now, that's all the time we have for. My name is you, and it's the only unusual thing about my life. Remember, when your boss tells you to leave, just leave.